My name is Debbie Montgomery, a lifelong resident of the Rondo neighborhood. I grew up in the village, and that's what it was, a village. We knew everybody. Everybody knew us. As young people, we were very community-minded. We were there. I grew up in the civil rights movement, so while we were growing up, we had Roy Wilkins, Thurgood, Carl Rowan, all of them that lived there, plus the people that just surrounded us. I grew up in St. Philip's Episcopal Church with Father Denzel Carty, and he kept me grounded on what was going on in the civil rights movement. And I was so grounded that I was the youngest person ever elected to the national board of the NAACP at the age of 17, and served with Roy Wilkins, Margaret Bush Wilson, and Thurgood Marshall was our attorney. So it was a blessing to live through that, and all of that came from the grounding that I had from the Rondo neighborhood, the people that kept all young people involved and attached. And that's one of the things when you look at Rondo, everybody knew everybody. If you were going down the street as a young person and were acting out, somebody would pull you aside and say, "Who's your family?" And then when you told them, they'd say, "Well, that's not the appropriate behavior, and you shouldn't be doing that." And then the drum beat, as I call it, got to the house. So by the time you got home, somebody had told your mom what you had done, and now we get the discipline there. And we don't have that today. We've got neighborhoods, and people are afraid to talk to young people or to guide young people. But we always had that guidance, and we had an economic engine. I think that was very important. We lost 300 businesses, and the African American community in St. Paul and in Minneapolis are the only two communities that don't have an economic engine. This is a capitalist society, and you cannot exist without an economic engine. So that's my mission that I've been working on and continue to work on. Building strong families, building an economic engine, and making sure that we have affordable housing to keep our folks in it. So that's my story about Rondo.